Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just get a sense that any anxiety, worries, or tension are leaving your body in your outward breath. On the next breath in, again, feel like you're breathing in that resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, if it's safe to do so, allow your eyes to close. And in doing so, notice that more of your focus and attention is on the sound of my voice, on the words and the meanings and representations that your mind gives to those words. As you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to think back to every major success that you've ever had in your life that didn't come easy. I'm not talking about the successes that on your very first attempt you had beginner's luck, that you applied for something and then were given it straight away. You launched a venture and it was immediately successful. I want you to think of those elusive successes. Those successes that had setback after setback before you finally achieved the outcome you wanted. Maybe it took you 3, 4, 5 or even more attempts. Maybe it was over several years. I want you to think of all the good things you have in your life that are directly related to you not giving up. If you learned to drive and you drive now, what would have happened if you quit after the very first bad lesson? Reading isn't easy. What would have happened if you quit the moment that you got some words wrong or couldn't spell something? I want you to think of your professional career, your qualifications. What would have happened if you just gave up before you finally achieved a particular grade or result? Think of your family. If you're a parent, would you quit on your child? Would you simply give up if parenting got so hard? And there's many other areas of your life where quitting simply isn't an option. It's been said before, but sometimes that mentality of, in order to take the island, you burn the boats. You leave no other option than success to increase your probability of success. Leave no shadow of doubt in your mind as to whether or not you will achieve it. Just know that you will. And now I want you to think of something that is desirable to you but you don't have yet. Hold that thought in your mind, make it big and bright and colorful and intense. See it as if it's real, three-dimensional. And imagine that you have achieved that outcome. Maybe you observe yourself achieving it first, but then step into that and feel how good it feels to feel like you've achieved that thing that's eluded you for a while. And then rewind it back to the present and realize that it's likely there will be setbacks on the way to whatever represents success and achievement and accomplishment for you. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns. as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure turns about when we might have won had we stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he may have captured the winner's cup. And he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver lining of the clouds of doubt. And you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you mustn't quit. For we know the Father above looks down. He sees our struggles and holds the crown. He knows the way through its rough and drear. He will give you strength, so we need not fear. He offers to you the refreshing cup of the water of life, then in faith look up. Continue on till the crown is won, which he will give when our work is done. I want you to imagine that sometimes what makes success so valuable is the very reason that it isn't easy. If you had a magic wand and on a whim just could magic any result, accomplishment that entered your mind, there is no value in that success. Sometimes it is the person that you become on the road to your accomplishments that is worth infinitely more than the accomplishment itself. Become a person of resourcefulness. Wish not for an easy life. Instead, wish for the resources to be able to handle a difficult life. It's not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be fair. Just know that you have the resources to overcome adversity and setbacks. Unlock that determination, resilience, that ability to tenaciously and relentlessly pursue your objective until you have achieved the accomplishment that you desire. All of these resources are now unlocked in you. Imagine what you can do next to move towards this accomplishment, towards this goal. What one thing can you do today or tomorrow to make progress? Or what's the biggest, most significant thing that would have the maximum contribution towards that outcome? And sometimes it's worth thinking about going forward in time and assuming that you've already accomplished the goal and thinking, what would I have had to do to make the most progress towards it? You've unlocked the resources and the strategic thinking required to make immediate progress towards your goal. But all of this are just words turned into meanings, turned into emotions and ideas inside your subconscious mind. Where the rubber meets the road is what you do in reality when you awake. So now it's time to awake. But with these resources and with this determination to pursue what you desire more than anything else. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Find yourself back in your own physical body right now. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling motivated, feeling determined, feeling a level of self-belief and conviction that sooner or later this will be accomplished by you. Starting the count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.